We're back with the bad vibe with Dwight and Jeremy.
All right, children and men and families of all ages. This is episode 84.
Yeah.
Right?
Last week was 83.
Yep, they normally go in numerical.
I feel like I've been real excited to hit 100 because we've had a few like sabbaticals.
What if we would have did them like we are only going to do 100 and we started at 100 and worked our way down to 1?
That would be weird.
Yeah,
that would only work if we were if it was somehow like scripted. You know how there's podcasts that are like it's a true crime podcast and it's scripted.
Podcast?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, you always got to call the other one out.
Yeah.
No, well, I think it would kind of intrigue
what they call the
people.
True crime ones.
I think it would kind of intrigue people because they're like, I got to listen. I got to know what one's about.
It would seem.
You know what I mean? It's like people are like, I've been listening since 100, and it's like they're at 9. You know? And then we stop. They keep checking like every hour. They're like, where's the next one? It's been years.
What I think would be like really cool, like creatively, is if you did that. Let's say, okay, it would be hard to do with 100, but say you did it with like 15 or 20 or something, and you started with number 20 and you worked down to 1, and the themes got more like say intense. Like at first you're talking about your favorite memories from Christmas growing up, and then it gets more and more to where eventually it's like childhood trauma stuff we talk about or something like that. Yeah. But also as it goes closer to number 1, you go in with the like the soundboard and you slightly speed up our audio to where when you get to the last one, our audio is going fast. Not faster where we sound like chipmunks, but faster where it makes you like a little more tense when you're listening to it. I think that would be a pretty cool, almost like side project. It wouldn't work now.
You can listen to them faster anyways. Yeah.
Sometimes I do an accident, and I always think the people I'm listening to like are doing like Adderall or heroin.
Instead of having to do the adjustment myself, I could just tell people, okay, for the full effect of this one, play it at 1.25 or something.
Well, I thought about that, but it would be better if it was subtle where they didn't actually notice that it was being played faster. It just gave them, like, they had the feeling of it being more, like, build up. Like, there's, like, some kind of a...
And then you go back and you listen to number 20 or 100 or whatever it is.
We're like, hey, guys.
It's like the batteries are running out, right? That creepy fucking toy. Remember, like, somebody... Our sister had a toy that the battery would go out. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
It was like, I don't remember what toy it was. But it was like, Pikachu.
Yeah.
Right? You're like, what the fuck is that?
That thing needs to be burned, like, ceremoniously to get rid of the spirit.
It was shocking.
Right? Yeah, it was shocking.
That's what Pikachu did.
So anyway, there's something I've been wanting to tell you.
Skynet's taken over.
I mean, it's possible.
I know, you know, there's like
Skynet.
Let me just hold you on for a little bit. You know what I mean? I saw something the other day that said something about like the possibilities of Skynet and like if it could, and you know.
I mean,
people say like it's Google, it's Amazon.
If it's anything, it's probably Amazon over Google. Now, I used to think it was Google.
Amazon over Google. It's Amazon and Google mixed.
Amazon probably owns Google. I don't know. Do they?
No, it's two different billionaires. They probably play tennis together or something. Robots do, right?
They have slaves.
Yeah, robots
play tennis against each other. Yeah.
Player T2000.
Yeah. I mean, if you're rich, what's the point of... Like, if you're rich, if you're that rich where you're like Jeff Bezos rich, you don't even need to exercise. You just get like these things hooked up to you that stimulate your muscles or something. He's just like laying in bed while like a Japanese whore blows him, and there's like little shock things hitting him.
It doesn't even have to be a whore. It's probably like a Japanese model or something.
She's a whore for him at that moment.
Japanese models, right? To me, of the Asians, they're one of the.
I like the Japanese.
Sorry, Japanese people.
Hold on. Asians.
We just lost all our Japanese.
We used to have a lot, too. We used to seriously have a lot.
I don't know. I don't see Asians very often. It's only when I go to, like, the donut shop or something. And I don't even know what those are. Vietnamese or something?
Cambodia. They're, like, dirty Asians.
They're the ones that have, like dirty feet or something.
Strangely enough, they're the ones you wouldn't want touching your food.
Is that the ones that, like, drive, like, riverboats around and stuff?
Yeah.
Off of Rambo?
Yeah. They're like, "Kwang kwang wow."
Yeah, those are nasty.
Like,
they always look like they need to wash their hair.
Yeah, like the Chinese are better than us. When you see them, you kind of get that feeling. Like the Chinese are like just
all of them.
No, I mean like
in numbers, yeah, they got us beat. Right?
But I mean like
tenfold. Right?
Like Chinese. Did you hear about this thing?
More than tenfold. What are we talking about?
Yeah,
there's like 2 billion over there now. You know, like in the last like 10 or 12 years, there's like another billion people. It was like almost 7 billion. It's almost 8 now.
If you say there's too many Chinese, if you say there's too many black people, you're probably racist. If you say there's too many Chinese people, you're just doing a census. You're just right. Yeah, there are too many.
They cut them down to 2 kids, right?
No, they cut them down to one for a long time.
They need to cut them down to no kids.
No, I think that their population is declining. Because they're becoming. Because what happens is
one a decade, right? Right, and that's just because of like stillborn.
It was 2 billion.
Right?
It was 2,000,000,001. Now there's only 2 billion people there. No, but so they used to have the single child thing. You used to hear the things of them throwing the girls in the river or whatever. I always thought, even when I was like younger, back when that was like going on.
Girls in the river. That sounds like spring break or something, right?
No, but if you're gonna get rid of the Chinese, keep the women. Yeah. It's the weird looking dudes that are worthless. I mean, sure, they're good at math and they work hard. But like for me personally,
I mean, seriously, how many Jackie Chans do you need?
I know. I know. So,
right?
We couldn't get Jackie Chan until Bruce Lee died.
I can't think of any other famous ones. There's that one that
Jet Li, but I don't know if he's Chinese.
The funny one, you know?
Funny one. I don't know that there's a funny one. They're all funny.
No, the one that's like he was on the Hangover movies. He's only
the doctor guy.
Yeah. Actually, there was a movie that he played a serious role on. We saw recently, and it was actually he played a pretty good character.
I guess he's all right. I didn't like the Hangover movie.
I mean, someone's probably like he's Korean or something. You know what I mean?
He probably is Korean.
You know?
What's his name? Doctor something.
They're like, why did he roll the R?
Ken? He's Korean. Is it a Mexican dude that is correcting you on the whatever? But yeah, Chinese people are the ones that are like, they're like, you know, they're the smart ones and this and that. The Japanese are the sketchy ones.
They're the ones that fall on their sword, right?
Yeah, the Japanese. Think
they're
about
like
this.
A B minus, and they fall on their sword, right?
Or an A minus.
You know what I mean?
But if all you need to know about the Japanese is that there was a nuclear bomb dropped on one of their cities, and they didn't surrender. I
thought it was 2 of them.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Right?
There was one, and then they were like, fuck them, let's keep... They're like, I'm sure some Japanese guy, they were like, dude, we should surrender. He's like, what's the chances they got 2 of those things?
Yeah.
And then...
and they're like, ooh, wow, you blew up your bomb, only killed 1 million, right? And then it's like... Oh, they got another one. Another guy's like, fuck them. And they're like, they probably got a 3rd.
Yeah. Joke's on him, we didn't.
Yeah.
You know? But I think the Japanese, the reason they weren't scared for more of their people to die in the war is because they're like, look, we all look alike. We'll just go get some Chinese people and use them. Nobody's going to know. If you're playing football and there's a dude on your sideline that's from a different school, but he's wearing a blue jersey too, nobody's going to notice if he goes in. Same shit with them. Slanty looking eyes, black hair, not too tall. Yeah, Japanese, whatever.
All right, Japanese have little pointy, like, hats or whatever, right?
That's Chinese.
That was the Chinese that had
Or
those?
no, Vietnamese. Maybe all of them.
Vietnam had those?
If it's ease, they probably have pointy hats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's all ease. Japanese, Chinese.
Yeah, Vietnamese.
Except Koreanese.
Koreanese. Oh, shit. That's like a gay Korean. He's Korean-y. But, oh yeah, I didn't even get to what I was going to tell you.
We were talking about Terminator for a little bit and somehow got onto Asians. How?
Imagine how bad that movie would have been if the Terminator character would have been an Asian.
Like little, right?
I mean, even if he's kind of a big, like, say he's like 6'1" Asian, you know?
He's like, come with me if you want to live. Right?
Nobody would take it serious.
His lips are off, you know? That would be...
He's like, me save you a long time.
Oh, shit. He'd have like he'd have like nunchucks or something. And stuff like that.
He'd have that little fan that's somehow a weapon. What do you do? Like pull them off till they need a blanket? When they go get it, you hit them? I don't get it. But
that would have been horrible.
Like, if it would have been a black dude, makes sense. If it would have been a white guy with a normal accent, that would have made sense for sure. Instead,
an Austrian?
Austrian.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
What are there, like 400 Austrians?
Maybe
one of them's a Terminator.
Maybe in the future they just lasted longer. I don't know. Right?
I mean, I get why Arnold, he was the perfect, like, body to be the Terminator. Because, although still, if you watch part 1, which I watched a lot because my son likes it, if you watch part 1, at the end, when the thing blows up and he comes out and he's just metal, all the skin's burned off, that thing looks way bigger than Arnold.
Oh, yeah.
My son even says, he's like, yeah, when he dies, they send a big one after. That's what he thought happened. He's like, oh, because he died.
Like, that ain't him.
Yeah, that's what he was like. There's no... That can't be.
The bone structure just isn't, right? Yeah. He got a tiny head.
The neck's too wide, the head's too small.
Yeah.
Like, the teeth are weird. Like, the teeth are metal. But before, he had just teeth. Did he have... Did they go through...
He was asking this, or you're wondering this
The
now?
teeth he didn't mention. He just thought because it looked so much bigger that there was another robot there after that one died. And I was like, no, that's him. He just burned his skin off. And he even looked at me like, are you bullshitting me? I was like, no, it's just... And
he's got all these, like, pistons and, like, you know, like...
It doesn't make sense that it would fit within...
I'm not talking about just that. But, I mean, they're like, you can only sit in living tissue, right?
Yeah.
Just put a gun underneath there. Whenever he gets there, rip open your little skin flap, get out a gun, a little compartment in there.
The reason that they said, though...
Some little, like, phaser gun where you just, like, melt everybody.
Well, what's crazy
the pulse gun off a Turok. You know what I mean? Just kill everyone. You know what I mean?
Who cares?
Well, you can't kill everyone because then the person that invents the Skynet thing wouldn't. But, I mean, like, still...
Well, you can't get into that because Terminator...
It looks like somebody used the pulse gun in the movie.
Yeah.
When the thing's coming through. Yeah.
But... The problem with in the movie he says...
If any Turok fans out there, please, yeah, no worries.
Is that a Nintendo 64 game?
Yeah. Any Turok fans, please go and leave a comment. On, you know,
that was a pretty pimp ass game.
Yeah.
I remember the graphics being exceptional.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You go back now, you're like, what the fuck? Is this supposed to be a dinosaur?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It looks like I'm watching The Land Before Time. And they came out around the same time, kind of, right?
Yeah, probably
That was late 80s.
Land Before Time Part
90s.
1 was like mid to late 80s, like 86, 87. But anyway, the reason I said, because she asked, or maybe, I don't know if it's in Part 2, he asked the Terminator, he's like, well, why didn't they just send him back like some kind of like ray gun or something? And he's like, I'm not gonna do the voice, but he's like, they can't because it's small moving parts and like chemical reactions and stuff to make a weapon. They can't have that. But then if you follow the other Terminators, all the ones that sucked, the girl Terminator like turns into a gun, and so it's like, well, if they could do that,
she can turn into a gun. I thought it was just swords and shit.
Her arm turns into some kind of like.
Oh, it turns into like a gun. Yeah,
like
it
a crazy
opens
future
up
gun.
and it's like,
yeah, it's ridiculous.
They had to get a little.
If you're gonna watch Terminator movies and you want it to be like a good experience where it's like there's a storyline you can follow, Part 1 and kind of 2 are the only ones you can watch. 2 makes it not make any sense.
I liked Genesis, though.
Ugh.
I like how that kind of comes around.
Right.
It's almost like a remake-ish of the first one.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
Let's just hope the new one doesn't suck too bad.
I think it's going to be pretty good.
I mean, it'll be good in that even the shitty Terminators
You're going to go, wish Skynet would take over, right? And ruin in this movie for me, right?
I'm waiting for that Joker guy to show up. Like, just...
Joker?
The guy that shoots up movie theaters.
That wasn't the Joker. That was Bane.
He had orange hair.
That was Bane.
Bane doesn't have orange hair.
Bane's bald.
I know, that's what I'm saying. You can't say because he had one
Maybe before Bane was bald, he had orange hair.
Yeah, but you can't say just because he had one thing that was like Bane, he's Bane. He had one thing that was like the Joker.
There might have been a comic book where he had orange hair.
Okay, so he was Bane or whatever. Anyway.
Didn't he have a thing over his face?
I don't think so.
I think
he had a mask, though, like
he's like, the book, no. Right?
People are like, fuck? Because Bane hadn't showed up in the movie yet?
They're like, are you gawning
while
you're talking?
Why would he talk like that?
Yeah, they're like, yeah, the Bane in the old movie with George Clooney, he didn't talk like that.
If you just
Why don't you keep bringing up George Clooney?
He's like an honorary member of the Bad Boys.
He was in that movie, though. Him and Arnold, actually.
George
Mr.
Clooney
Freeze
as Batman is utterly ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, like, really, the only good one was, what's the guy that's, like, the best actor ever?
Michael Keaton?
Yeah. Isn't he?
Yeah, we watched Dumbo tonight, and he was in it, and he stole the show out of everyone, for sure.
I mean, he's so good.
I was looking
Multiplicity should suck.
I was looking at my phone
and it's good because he's in it.
I was looking at my phone a lot because that movie was boring, but when he was on the screen, I was watching.
What did he play?
He's a bad guy.
I mean, he's a person?
Yeah, I mean, he's not the fucking elephant.
Well, I don't know.
The elephant don't talk.
Or something?
The elephant don't talk in this.
Oh. Okay, I gotta get to something that I've been wanting to tell you for a week.
Okay, a week?
About.
Okay, the build-up is just not enough, I'm sure.
Yeah, speaking of build-up.
Okay.
Anyway, did you hear about a local teacher from our area that got in trouble for posting porn?
Yes.
Did you see the video?
No, I didn't see the video.
Did.
You saw the video of...
Yeah, because I went on... Okay, so I didn't know anything about it. And then I was looking at
the FBI is definitely watching you now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing like...
Is it the FBI? Do they really care about that kind of stuff? Or is it like
She didn't do anything illegal.
No, I meant like child pornography.
Oh, yeah, but she's...
FBI's all like, can't be doing that. You know what I mean? Let me see your files.
Well...
You know, you're like, what?
They definitely...
Why do you want to see them? Right? You know what I mean? They're like, oh, we gotta keep them, you know?
I don't know what she did. All right, let me see what you think. If what she did was even wrong.
Okay.
One of the videos, so she's in a classroom, and you can see everything except her face. You can kind of see her face a little bit every once in a while. And what's crazy is, if you saw her dressed normal and not doing sexual stuff, she really just looks like a teacher. Like, she's got a nice body and everything, and she's not ugly, but she has, like, glasses that are kind of big on her face and, like, her hair. So, anyway, she has...
Oh, wow, she has glasses and hair.
Yeah. like teachers.
Yeah. Okay.
So she has one of those dildos that's like sticky on the back.
It's the Antissa.
What? Oh,
patient.
Anyway, so it's like one of those dildos that, like, if it's wet, it sticks to like the shower wall.
She had in the classroom?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So it's stuck to like a plastic chair.
It's chalkboard.
In the background?
It seems like it should be stuck to the chalkboard.
That would be good, but
right?
chalkboard's too high.
Yeah, she's okay. Well, she can get on her chair.
Yeah. So anyway, and she also needed to, if she needed to, make it look like she's not fucking herself with a dildo real quick.
While class is going?
No. Nobody's in there.
Damn it.
Listen, you gotta hear me out. So in the background, because somebody posted on Facebook and they're like, I can't believe, and everybody was freaking out. And I was like, I just assumed that it was the teacher fucked the student thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that's crazy. So I was reading the comments, and then they're like, and she recorded it, and I was like, and they're like, here's a link. And I was like, there's no way there's a link of her fucking a student. I mean, I guess he was 18, or whatever. And then I saw, they were like, and then they were arguing over whether or not anybody was in class. So I went and looked. So nobody's in class in this one. There's a Texas flag in the back. It's just like a classroom I would have been in a few years ago. And like, there's all the details I like to look for, like what time is it on the clock. And anyway, so she does her thing on that. And she fucks the dildo or whatever. And then a lot of the comments, it was like a popular video, I guess. There's a lot of the comments were like, "Wow, this lady got caught. That makes this video so much better," and all that. So then I went to the other one, and she's just like fingering herself, and I guess the desk is like covered, where like if you, so she's like rubbing her.
Is there an apple on her desk?
I don't know. You can't see her desk. She's holding her phone.
But you said the desk is in the way.
The desk is in the way so that if you're in the classroom, you won't see what she's doing. And you hear kids talking in the background.
Oh, shit.
And she's just, like, sitting there, like, rubbing her sniz or whatever. And it's, I'm trying to listen. Like, I was trying to tone out any, like...
This was just north of us, right?
Yeah, very close to here.
Yes. Wow.
The next, like, real town from us. So, I was trying to listen over the sounds of, like, the, like... of her fingering herself. To try to get an idea of...
Some kids eating a Go-Gurt. And you're like, yes!
But I was trying to get past the sounds of her fingering herself to hear the kids talking. Because for one, curiosity, like what they're talking about. Because they know they can get away with a lot with her. Because she's not focused on what they're doing at all.
Yeah.
So, but also I was just curious if they're like... Because you couldn't really tell by looking at the classroom if it's like little kids. I assume it's high school kids, but I don't really know why I assume that. I figured that if it was little kids,
because it's an older setting, what's going on, so you're expecting older people in it.
And I figured if it was like little kids in the class, she might be in like more trouble. But did she do anything really all that wrong?
Yeah.
She pleasured herself when nobody was looking. Then she pleasured herself with people around, but nobody could see, obviously. Or they would have been like, "What are you doing, Mrs. H?" or whatever her name is. Either they would have said that, or they would have been like, "Oh, that she's doing that," depending on their age. But
was it sex ed?
I don't think so. It'd be nice if it was.
Right?
If it was, could she get away with it?
Yeah.
She's like, I was just showing them.
She's like, do y'all want them to have sex with each other? Or do you want them,
Or do you want them to watch a pretty hot, probably...
Is she hot?
I mean, she has a nice body. Do you want to see the video?
No, we're not doing that right now.
You don't want to see the video?
No.
If it had dudes in it, you would.
We're not doing that right now.
So anyway, I watched I went... Because that dude posted the thing, and he's like, it was funny though, because like a person, I don't know if it was a man or a woman, posted like, this is her, like, whatever, like how you look it up. Like, I can't believe this is gross. It's like, yeah, but you looked it up. You knew that it was on Pornhub, so you know it was like porn stuff, and you knew that it was what it was, because that's why you looked into it, and then you looked it up. So are you really...
So she put it up like that?
She had like, I guess like an account there.
Oh shit.
So she would just post videos, and I didn't look through them all. I went to the one that had the school.
So she's fired now.
Oh, she's for sure fired. But I wonder if she's in legal trouble or not. Did she do anything illegal?
Her next job, they're gonna be like, okay, now we know what you did at your last job, right?
She could probably make money in porn though, because
on her application it says like, do not contact last job. And if it does, it says yes, right? And they're like, why did she end up leaving? Well, got a computer. And they're like, you know this site? They're like, I know this site very well. They're like, sounds like we really would like her on our team, right?
But you know how like in porn...
Well, there you go, Ron Jeremy.
You know how like in porn there's like even if it's not like a movie porn, if it's just like a scene of people fucking, there's like a thing, and it's like, whatever, stepson's being bad and mom punishes them, something like that, right? So she has a video, and it says like teacher whatever, it says something about teacher, but there's probably a million videos that say shit like that. So hers was just another video of a girl.
So that one dude's like going through them.
No,
looking for that.
I don't know how. I don't know if he. Yeah, maybe. Or I don't know how he found it. I mean, he probably knew about it before. He's just like watched porn. But what I'm saying is like a video that says like teacher fingers herself in class. Even with that title, you think it's going to be like a setup thing, or it's just a lady at a desk doing that, and it's just like saying it's a class or something. So, but because there's comments on Pornhub, and all the comments were like this video's so hot because it's real, and like shit like that. So she may have like some kind of future as some type of a like adult performer. I mean, she's got a pretty nice body. She doesn't look like she's like a regular, like, in decent shape, good-looking, like, woman in her 30s, probably.
What bothers me is she went and did all the stuff to be a teacher.
Well, she was a substitute.
Oh, so anyways, yeah, I was a substitute. I didn't do shit to be a teacher. I didn't do that either.
You did more than her. You didn't jerk off under the desk. I mean, I guess.
I didn't have a camera.
Just because cameras weren't good back then?
I didn't, yeah, it was like, it's all pixelated.
Could you imagine, though, like, if you really, like...
It'd be a lot different if it was a dude, though.
If a dude substitute teacher was jerking off in class, I'd be like, ugh.
It'd be a lot easier for a girl to pull that off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like, so let her do it. No. But, no, if girls just have it easier that way to where they can just sneak.
She's wearing a skirt.
You know what I mean?
With, like, no panties under it. So it's... Her pussy's just right there. There's no hindrance between her hand and her pussy. And she's, she's like that one that she's in the classroom and nobody's in there. So it's like her off period. So she's probably pretty.
And she's kind of off period.
So she has,
I'm going to get off, period.
But she probably is fairly well certain that nobody's coming in. Or,
She's like, speaking of no one's looking.
Yeah, exactly. But also, I think it's just...
I guess it is her camera. Well, what if it wasn't her that posted it?
It was
somebody else knew she did that.
Somebody hit a camera.
Someone left their phone.
If the one where
they're like, I know what she does in fifth period.
If the one where there's
she ain't grading papers. Right?
If the one where she is under the desk and there's kids in the room, if somebody set a camera up that close to her pussy without her knowing, like they're like James Bond level spies, or she's blind because the camera's almost like touching. Like I said, you could tell like.
Like, why is she looking directly at it doing her makeup? Right? At the very beginning.
She's just down there mashing her bean while kids are, like, learning their ABCs. It's weird. It does. I guess people liked the idea of a teacher, like, rubbing one out in class or whatever. I don't get where the setting of the kids being in the class makes it, like, it makes it just kind of weird. It makes it like, I get it. People are, some people are into, like, being, like, exhibitionists or whatever. Like, they want to do things, like, have sex in public or something. But the other one was better as far as, like, it was like, holy shit. She's straight up just riding a dildo in a classroom. That was crazy to me. The other one was like, nobody would be able to tell what she's doing. Yeah. They may be suspicious that her, like, shoulders moving over, or I don't know how, like, I guess she's just, like, but, I mean, nobody can tell. The other one, it's like, she's straight up, like, dress up.
They got windows to the classrooms and, like, especially on the door.
Yeah.
So she's got to be, like...
The maintenance guy's out there stroking one out outside the window. But I thought that it was...
It's his phone. He's over there mopping.
It's his hand.
He's under the desk. Right?
Yeah. But I thought that that was a story that wouldn't be that interesting, except that it's real close by where we live. And it was just, like, crazy. You know, I was thinking, like, I wonder if that's, like, a thing, and there's a bunch of teachers do shit like that, and they just don't put it out. They don't record it, or they don't put it out where people can...
Well, they just get tired of it, and then eventually they just fuck students.
That's the way to go, really.
You know what I mean?
If you're a girl teacher and you're hot and you want to have sex, but if you're hot, you can have sex with whoever you want. So I think the thing, maybe the reason that those teachers like having sex with the students is because it's like a weird, like, power dynamic where it's like, I'm in charge of him, and you know what I mean? I guess it's something like that. But, or
that's what happens when a teacher's like, go out in the hall, we need to talk. They just, like, go down to the...
It's not, because they used to say that to me all the time. I never got laid.
Well, maybe not all of them, right? You're all like, Jimmy said that he fucked Mrs. H out in the hall. So you're acting up in class, and she's like, Jeremy got in the hall. It's like, fuck yeah. You're getting a condom out. Right? You go out there, and you're like, huh? Right?
They just send it to the principal.
Yeah.
But I had to go out in the hall all the time.
Yeah.
I was just a bad kid. No, I wasn't a bad kid, but I was a bad student, for sure. But I wonder, like, with her, like, where does she go from here? I don't mean, like, job-wise. I mean, does she, like, completely get out of the area, you think?
Yeah.
Because she's, like...
Change her name?
Yeah. Well, because somebody said, this is her Facebook thing, so I clicked on it.
Is she, like, a sexual predator now, you know?
I don't know.
Like, if some dude pulls his dick out... Dicks. He's got two, right? He's, like, only pulled one of them out. Right?
He's a sexual predator.
Right? Anyways, he's at a zoo with other predators, right? Anyways...
Every day at noon, they throw him an 8-year-old.
He's fucking them, right? Kids are up at the glass, put their hand, he puts his dick against it, right? No, anyways. Anyways, I don't know where I was going with this.
But did she break the law? That's what I wonder.
Oh, yeah. If a dude pulls his dick out at, like, a park or something like that, now he's got to go knock on everybody's door and tell him.
But that's in front of kids.
He's going to go knock on everybody. He's like, hey, I pulled my dick out in front of the park. He gets to brag.
They give him a high five.
Me too. They're like, don't tell the cops.
What park? Like,
but, oh, shit.
But,
there's two dudes that are standing back to back, whipping their dicks out. It's like a thing, you know?
Is it against the law to have your dick out at a park, but nobody can see it? It's probably against a lot of jerk off in the park.
You know, I heard that.
Right.
I don't know if we've talked about this before, but I heard that it's like illegal or whatever, right? If you need to like stop on the side of the road to take a piss.
Oh yeah, I know what you're saying.
But it's not if you need to take a shit.
Which is backwards of what it should be.
Right?
I'd rather watch somebody piss all day than watch
Some guy's
somebody
taking a leak,
shit.
other guy's got to take a leak. This guy's taking a fucking dump on the highway? You know what I mean?
I get it,
Oh,
though.
it's fine.
When you have to piss and there's nowhere to stop.
You can, like, hold it.
Or if you piss in your pants, it's like, it sucks, but it's like, okay.
At least you didn't shit your fucking
If
pants.
you have to shit your pants because of traffic,
Yeah.
and not only that, if you have to shit so bad you can't hold it, you know it's watery shit.
Uh-huh.
You can hold a turd all day.
Yeah.
If it's, like, loose, like...
It's not like you're just gonna, like, pop out a turd. When you're like, and you've been holding it, your fucking intestines have been squeezing that shit to where it's nothing now.
It's just pure, like,
and
milk
it is
chocolate.
ready, and it's backed up, and it's like, your body is pushing, like, liquid now, like, get this turd out, man.
Yeah.
And so now it's just the soup.
If you shit in your
just
pants and it's
cooking.
a solid turd, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, that's really...
You
You just got a turd in your pants?
You're either 2 years
You
old...
move your pant leg off to the side, and it just falls down.
a full, like, turd. Like,
Doesn't even leave streaks on your leg or nothing.
dude,
Right?
did I ever tell you about... It's like, yeah. Did I ever tell you about... All right, when I was in 7th or 8th grade, there was this kid that went to school at this...
Yeah, you told me. I'm
Have
gonna start gagging if you tell me again.
What? It's not that gross. What story do you think I'm going to tell?
I don't know.
I'm going to tell it.
What I'm imagining right now is like off of Whitest Kids You Know, where they're in that meeting, and that one guy, Timmy or whatever, grabs that turd out of his pants, and he's holding it, and he's falling asleep, and it smears on his face.
Yeah, no, that's not
Everybody's
what
like watching, and he's like falling asleep, and the turd is in his hand. Because the guy's like, we're having the meeting. There's shit in his hand. And the guy's like, we're going to finish this meeting. And he's got a fucking turd in his hand. You never seen that one?
I have, but that's not what happened in my 8th grade.
Good, because I was going to start gagging.
Did you really think that happened in 8th grade?
I don't know. I kind of do. I kind of want it to happen, but...
No, so there was this kid, and he was like, I guess he was like one of those weird kids. I guess he came from like a poor family, and his clothes were always dirty. It's like me, basically. Except I think I was a little bit more like...
You're like, it was me.
Yeah, it might have been.
You're like, I shit in my pants.
Come to think of it, the only thing I remember about this dude is this one incident, and I might have made it up to cover for my own embarrassment.
Yeah.
No, but so there was this kid, and he was like this dirty...
I hate sheep shit.
Yeah. There was this dirty poor kid, and a lot of people picked on him and stuff. And he had like carte blanche or whatever they say to go to the bathroom. Like all of us were like, hey, I have to go to the bathroom. She's like, nah, you're just going out there.
What?
He could just go to the bathroom when he needed to.
Why did you say that?
I don't know.
It was carte blanche.
Might be Blanche. Anyway.
We're not smart people, right?
No. As I was saying it, I was like, I'm going to mispronounce the A because I can't remember which way it goes. So anyway, like the rest of us, if we needed to go to the bathroom, it was like the dictator of a teacher got to like do the thumbs up.
The CH makes like a k sound instead, right?
Yeah.
Okay, anyways.
Anyway, so if I need to go to the bathroom, the teacher would either give me the thumbs up or the thumbs down. It's like...
They did it that way?
No, but
Oh, I was
essentially...
like the king.
Essentially, because it was like, I need to go to the bathroom. She's like, you can't go right now. And I'm like, how is that your decision?
Yeah, the way they see it is, oh, people always want to go to the bathroom.
They
If I
knew.
let everybody go to the bathroom, then no one's going to be in class.
Yeah.
But I got to shit.
Yeah,
Right?
or
They're like, you don't have to shit. Yeah, tell that to my body.
because
right?
if I could go back in time...
Tell that to the turd that's about to be in my pants.
Yeah.
Or wait, we've already addressed this. It would not be a turd. It would be a liquid, and then you won't have any students in class. They'll all be gone.
It's going to be a real issue.
You'll have maintenance in here, and they're going to be cleaning the fucking carpet.
And they're going to hate me for the rest of my tenure at this school.
They're like, what are you talking about? You're a senior.
It's going to be bad enough. It's going to
And
be...
you will be next year if you shit on the floor.
It's going to be bad enough that I shit my pants, so now I'm not going to have any friends. But now the staff's going to hate me, too. So this kid, he could go to the bathroom anytime he wanted. I always thought it was, like, unfair. But he would leave to go to the bathroom, like, in a hurry.
Anyone should be able to go to the bathroom whenever they need it.
I know. This,
You know?
like, retarded, like, dirty-faced kid might have, like, been onto something. So one day we're sitting in class, like, doing a test or something, and he just, like, jumps up, and he's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And he runs out the door at, like...
He does that on every question. He's got a book in the
He's
hall.
a mastermind.
Right?
He's been planning it out for
They're like,
years.
how'd you make 100 on this? I don't know. I shit constantly.
So he jumps up. He's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And he runs out like world class sprinter speed out the door.
Mm-hmm.
He comes back at a time.
He ran off like Bruce Jenner.
Yeah.
He came back like Caitlyn.
Yeah. He came back at a time that, like, mathematically it was impossible for him to have even gotten to the bathroom and back. And he came back walking real slow.
Oh, you said, yeah.
And awkward. Like, he had a weird walk. And I was like, I remember thinking at the time, like, oh, he's just already back. Like, in the moment, it didn't dawn on me that he hadn't been gone long enough to do anything except turn around and run back. And then he comes in and he, like, walks by me, and it's like...
And you smell it?
Terrible smell.
Oh, God.
Like, shit stinks no matter what. But sometimes shit... It's like...
Why would he come back into the classroom? That's when you just, like, you know...
I have no idea. And also, he was wearing shorts, not pants.
Oh.
Yeah. So...
Damn.
So...
What grade was this?
It's like 7th or 8th.
Oh.
Yeah, like, he had a problem.
He moved.
I mean...
You just move after that. Right?
Or kill yourself.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's just like, you know?
It's one thing for everybody to know you shit in your pants. So, like, hey, did you hear Jeremy shit in his
that's
pants?
the time where, like, guys are looking at girls are looking at guys and other girls.
But even aside from that, if everybody just know that, like, hey, did you know Jeremy shit in his pants? Like, yeah, I heard about that. That's embarrassing. But for everybody to have proof that, like, everybody saw, smelled, everything, that you shit in your pants, that's way worse.
I have a story like this.
Well, let me finish this. So...
You know.
Yeah, I do know. So he comes back in, shit falls out.
I don't have a story like this. Sorry, people. Right? They're like, I want to hear Dwight shit himself, right?
Yeah. So anyway, so shit falls out of his shorts onto the floor, and...
Did it, like, roll a little bit?
I mean,
like, I feel like it was during a circle group.
It was real
No, I mean, like, it would be funny if, like, it rolls down and then, like, hits the end of a shoe, and there's, like, a ramp. It rolls right out into the middle of everybody. Right?
I mean, it fell right between...
Did somebody slip in it?
Almost. Well, not almost, but the teacher was like... It was the most embarrassing thing for this dude.
Like, huh?
I mean, it stinks bad. Like, it stinks like it's shit and he's sick. You know what I mean? Like, it smelled like that. And the teacher's like, all right, everybody leave the class. So we're all leaving. She's like... and, like, this... I might be making this up, but in my memory, she's like, God damn it, don't step in it. Like, she, like, got, because we were walking right by, and she, like, got real, like, like, come on, don't step in it. Like, real, like, irritated. And I remember thinking, like, that was the most embarrassing part for him. Don't step in it. I don't know why that's more embarrassing.
You're, like, pointing it out?
Yeah, because, like, if you shit in your pants... we have to evacuate class. Yeah. Sure, that sucks.
Like but for some reason, a fire truck pulls up. Right?
Yeah, but for some reason, pointing out for us not to step in it really, like, nailed it home for some reason. I just remember thinking, if she wouldn't have said that, it would have been kind of okay. I mean, still.
Like, it's like one of that untold... I mean, everyone's going to know.
Everybody knew why we were leaving. There was no way of not knowing.
Like, everyone, like, went home, told their parents. They're, like, sitting there telling their dog.
It was the talk of the school. And it sucked, too, because, like, even me, like, I mean, you're an asshole.
Oh, that's the school that you went to that was, like, 20 kids in the whole school anyways.
Yeah, which was good for him.
They all knew within 5 minutes.
That was bad, but it was good for him because you can only be so mean to a kid when there's not that many of you. Mm-hmm. When there's more, it's easier to, like, pick on one. Mm-hmm. But when there's, like, 8 guys in your class and one of them shit his pants, for one thing, I guess that's not as bad for him because he's like, hey, only 8 people know I shit my pants. Well, I told everybody I knew for years.
Yeah.
You know,
now we're telling everyone.
I know, now I'm telling it on a fucking podcast.
And if he was a listener, he ain't now.
I didn't say nothing bad about him. He shit in his pants. Look, who hasn't shit in their pants? Mm. If you're an adult and you're telling me you've never shit in your pants, you're a liar.
I have a story.
Everybody has shit in their pants.
There's a guy I went to school with his name is almost identical to a NASCAR driver.
Dale Earnhardt?
No. No. This guy also crashed and burned. But on the basketball court, where he was playing basketball in junior high, probably 7th or 8th grade too. And I wasn't there because I didn't go to that kind of shit, but I heard about it.
Yeah.
He goes to that kind of shit. In the middle of a basketball game, he's on the fucking floor. It wasn't like he's on the bench. And he just shits. And this was like turd.
Yeah.
Turd fell out.
Which is rare.
Yeah. Like, we already said that doesn't happen. Well, this guy...
That means he was trying to shit.
This guy can pull some shit out of his hat, I guess.
Yeah.
Or out of his shorts. And basketball shorts are kind of short. But anyways, it supposedly, after he shit, and like they evacuated the court, supposedly the ref stepped in it.
He probably did.
You know what I mean? What are I picture like little rabbit turds or something behind him, like there's shit everywhere. But like supposedly he had to go, and I guess like, you know, it was they
were out of time.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You know?
He didn't want to lose a junior high basketball game, so he still to this day, for sure, everybody your age from that school, when they see him or hear about him, thinks about that he shit in his pants.
Yeah, I remember, I can't remember if it was 7th or 8th grade. Anyways, we ended up going to school, and I found out about it, and it was like gold, because I hated the guy.
Yeah.
And anyways, the teachers are like, Tony, I'm just going to say Tony. Anyways, they're like, Tony isn't here today because of whatever. There was an issue that happened, and I don't want anybody, when he comes back, making fun of him. He was out for like 2 weeks.
You're going to make fun of him.
It's just festering, dude.
Yeah.
Just like the shit that was in your shorts.
You're just thinking of better jokes for
You're
2
building
weeks.
up the stink.
Yeah.
And when you come back, it's just that much worse. So he was gone for like 2 weeks, and everyone couldn't wait till he fucking came back.
Oh, hell
I didn't think he would.
I'd have been writing jokes.
I mean, I didn't like him anyways. A lot of people didn't. He's just one of those people.
What would you do? If you shit on the basketball court, or just in school in general?
Yeah.
Like shit, nobody can deny it. It's not a rumor that you smelled weird one day. Shit fell out of your clothes onto the floor. You stink. Everybody saw it. Everybody laughed. What's your next move?
You got to make a joke about it.
Yeah.
You have to make a joke about it.
But when you're 11 or 12, it's hard to.
You don't realize that. But right now, you got to make the joke of it so that you're in on it.
Now I would capitalize.
You're like, yeah, I'm going to do it again. You're like, at the next game, I'm going to do it again.
Yeah.
And check out the attendance. Right? You know what I mean? You're raising money for the school.
You're getting a cut of the door.
Right? Yeah. You know what I mean? People are wearing T-shirts. Right?
You would, though. Like, right now.
Who knows? He might have invented the shit emoji. You know what I mean?
He's making lots of money on it.
It's his face on it, right?
But if I shit my pants in a public way now, it would just be fodder for the podcast. Or
yeah.
I would introduce myself to strangers as, "Hi, my name's Jeremy. I shit my pants."
I feel bad for the guy's situation, but for years he's given me the story, so that's awesome. I didn't see it. I wish I would have went to it.
Overall, it was a positive.
Yeah.
You know.
But, anyways, shit rolls downhill, right?
But it is like...
Well, as we were talking about, like, what would you do when you go back? My son is 7, you know, and he just, like, graduated 1st grade or whatever. And he doesn't like to eat much in the morning because he doesn't want to have to shit at school.
Yeah,
he doesn't finish all of his lunch. When he gets home, he's starving.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to eat because he knows that's going to make him go shit.
Is that why he's so skinny?
Yeah, probably so. But, I mean, he just, and I think he has a good metabolism like his mom.
Yeah.
He not like me.
Yeah.
Like, my body's like, metabolism? What the fuck is that?
It's like, what?
Yeah. I don't know. Store it in his fucking stomach.
Metabolism? I don't know.
But, yeah, he doesn't like to eat or whatever because he doesn't want to shit.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to shit in the
That's
toilet.
like psychological shit, though. He doesn't.
That's bad, though.
He doesn't want to have to go and, you know, use the bathroom up there because I don't know if he's, like, embarrassed of somebody, you know?
People are weird.
He's a very emotional kid, and he's 7.
I was probably, like, weird about shitting for all of my childhood, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just a weird... I don't know what it is. There's a weird shame around it. It's like...
About shitting?
Yeah, like you don't want like somebody to see you shitting or know you're shitting or something.
Yeah, like the people do have that. Like it's as you get older, you don't care as much. You're like, oh shit, I want to fucking.
But
shit.
when I was a kid, I for sure did have some kind.
There's one stall, and you're like, there's a guy sitting in it, and you're pissing, and you're like, oh, I know he's terrified that I'm here.
Yeah,
that's why he's not moving.
So you piss on his boot just to
break
the ice.
But anyways, you're sitting there waiting on you like today, Junior.
Yeah.
But
see,
no one will move. No one finishes in that state if someone's in the bathroom. It's when they leave, that's when you finish your stuff.
That's when you let it loose.
You know? Or like that's when you wipe, you make noise, you know? But you just have like feet, like statue fucking feet.
I don't have any kind of issue like that now.
Oh yeah, I don't anymore. But you still see that though.
Yeah.
Someone not move. It's usually young people though.
Yeah.
I found that like some older people, you know, still be moving over there, coughing or something, you know? But yeah, people are terrified to let other people know that they're shitting.
I wonder why. You know, the hottest girl in the world shits every day. You know what I mean? I'm saying.
Oh,
sometimes she has diarrhea.
Oh, I'm like, who?
When I was in high school, like towards the end of my high school days, I remember somebody telling us that all the like girls that were like the prettiest girls, they all took laxatives to lose weight. Ugh. I remember thinking like, ugh.
Yeah.
I'm glad I never fucked them. I'm not. I still would have. You know what I mean? Yeah. But, I mean, seriously though, like, those girls took like straight up fucking chocolate milk shits. Like, so they were, but I wonder though, so if somebody knew that meant they talked about it. You didn't like catch them. So I wonder if they were okay with talking about shitting with each other.
Well, I already know, a friend of mine, I will just say her name's Kimberly, told me that she took that shit all the time. Laxatives.
I apparently it was like a real thing.
There was a time actually I went.
Is that good? I mean, is that bad for you?
I've never had to take laxatives, I don't think. But anyways, I went to, she was like, hey, go shopping with me. I was just the carry the bags guy, you know, friend zone.
And she is like, just for the listeners, she's like a typical like hot girl.
Yeah. She's like a 9.
Yeah, but I mean, not even
and I'm like,
but I mean, she has that.
10s, you know
she has that like whatever a hot girl is. She has that like attitude, that like
she did anyways. I don't really see her anymore.
Yeah, but what I was saying is like hot girl, you know, like she was pretty, popular. Every guy, whether he liked to admit it or not, would fuck her if he got a chance. All the girls probably were like kind of jealous of her because she just, you know,
she's like the same mix as my daughter too, so I'm worried. You know,
I hope Macy's fat till for a while anyway.
But anyways,
some character.
Yeah, so anyway, she's like, hey, let's go to the mall. So I go to the mall, I'm carrying shit. I was fucking sick as shit, dude. Like, I felt, like, horrible. But I went anyways, you know, it's a hot chick. So, like, hey, let's go to the mall. I'm like, all right, let's go.
She's like, hey, let's go walk on nails. You're like, I'll grab my shoes.
Yeah, she's like, no, don't bring them. I'm like, okay, right.
Dude, what must that power be to be a hot chick? Yeah. Especially to be a hot chick when you're, like, a late, like...
She's like, I'm not going to fuck you, but I want you to come with me anyways and buy everything.
Okay.
All right, I will.
But especially...
Maybe to change your mind in the middle. Right?
Especially at that 17, 18, 19, 20, a hot girl at that age, you have more power than, like...
They don't realize.
I mean, you have more power than Alexander the Great.
Until they do.
And then they realize, they don't realize it point blank, but they do know that if they ask for something, they get it.
Yeah, and they're like... Oh.
They may not put it together.
Yeah, and then eventually they're like, man, I used to get everything. And I got older.
Yeah.
I don't get nothing anymore.
She's like, I know it's a weird coincidence, but when my ass was perfect, nobody said no. Isn't it weird how that lined up just right? Now that it's saggy, people say no now, you know?
Yeah, anyways, so I'm there like walking through the mall or whatever, carrying her shit. And
that's so fucking pathetic, but I've done it.
Yeah, when I was like feeling bad or whatever, and I told her that when I went there to pick her up, and I was like, hey, I feel really bad today. And she was like, yeah, I know. She's like, well, I took laxatives just to see what they would do. And I was like, really? I'm like, you know what they do.
They make you shit.
You know, it's not like on fucking NyQuil it says may cause drowsiness. It doesn't say may cause shitting. Yeah. You know, it's like, it's gonna fucking do that.
It's gonna liquefy your insides.
It may also cause drowsiness. I don't know. But it's for fucking shitting. So anyway, she took some laxatives or whatever. So we get to the mall and she's like, you know, and I'm like... I was like throwing up, not because she was taking fucking laxatives. Anyways, we're trying to get out. She's holding her ass, right?
It's got to be hard to ever.
It would have been nice if I could have.
No,
right? Even in the situation.
You would?
But, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Can you imagine you're grabbing her ass and it's just like shit starts to ooze out from between your fingers?
And I'm like, it's still nice. I can't wait to tell everyone. Right? They're like, I'm going to leave this shit out of it. Right? But
I'm never watching this again.
Anyways, so like we're like. The mall was set up a little different. There was a trash can at the end of the hall. And I'm, like, running towards it to throw up.
Yeah.
And she's, like, holding her ass. And I can't make it. I throw up in the middle of the mall, right? Goes all over the floor. I've told you this before, right?
Yeah.
I throw up all... It's all on my shirt, my shorts. It's on the fucking floor. And she's like, I can't believe you did that. And then she's, like, running to the bathroom.
You had that little control where it actually got on your shirt?
I was sick. But I was so sick... but still wanted to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I was the sick where I should have been in bed sleeping.
Yeah.
But I decided to go. I told her
like
I would.
in a hospital bed sleeping.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And I ended up just like throwing up in the middle of the floor. But what's crazy is because it was like tile or something. Now it's carpet. But it was like tile. It like splattered you know? And there was a lady, like, walking in, like, our direction to the side, and it just, like, I have a feeling it got on her. She was so close.
I hope it got in her mouth.
Like, I think it, like, splattered and just was everywhere. I left it.
I don't know.
What I mean?
I
didn't stop and clean it up. I took off.
Yeah, you can't. I mean,
Somebody tells this story.
How do you clean up puke?
Somebody that was cleaning that day tells the story a little differently, right?
But in
They're
my
like,
mind,
this girl with this nice ass was walking with this dude that threw up all over the floor.
In my mind, what happened was, I see you, like, you throw up, and then you're like, oh shit, and you just walk off, but you just walk forward. Like, you just walk through your puke.
I went around it. I remember I was wearing a yellow shirt from American Eagle that says, about the ass, right? I lost my ass in Atlantic City.
Yeah.
I was wearing that shirt and it had fucking puke all over it. Yeah. That was actually, I think, the last time I ever wore that shirt because it was stained. It sat in my trunk for a long time.
There's no way it fits you now.
Oh, God, no.
No.
Well, I was pretty big in high school, but...
Nah, but...
I mean large.
Yeah,
I wasn't well liked.
But
I'm the guy that says things to people that you shouldn't.
But there's a difference in the kind of big that even a fat high school person is and the kind of big that a middle-aged dude is.
Yeah,
You're big in different places.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what's weird as you get older. It's harder to lose weight, but also you weigh, like, different parts of you are fat. Mm-hmm. When I was in high school, of course I played football and stuff, so I did work out, but I was a big guy and I was fat. Like, it's
more of an all over the place kind of thing.
But when I was in high school, I look at pictures from then and I look like... I looked better in high school weighing like 265 than I did when I was in the best shape of my life at 30 weighing like 210 pounds. Mm-hmm. Is that weird? Like, what the fuck's up with that? I was 50-something pounds heavier and looked thinner somehow. Because the weight just gets on you in weird areas and weird, like, ways as you get to your 30s. And 40s, I guess. But... Mm-hmm. You ready to start wrapping it up?
Debbie Downer, ain't it?
We're all gonna die.
Talking about shit.
We're all gonna die fat and alone.
Being fat.
Actually, I need the shit.
Oh, really?
Because of all the shit talk, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or been talking shit a lot.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I guess this will be a short one then, huh? All right, folks. What?
I was gonna say, this is I would say 3/4 medium long. It's a weird way to say it.
What are you talking about?
A short one would be, because we've done ones that are 30 minutes.
I thought you like the shit that you're going to need to take.
Oh, no. It's not going to be able to be defined by a shape.
When it hits the water, that's where it makes the turd, though.
This won't. I'll send you a picture later if you want.
No, I don't want it. All right, anyways, y'all. If you want to hear more about this shit...
you know what? I'm proud of us, though, because we haven't talked about shit in a long time. And I remember a while back, I was listening to one of our recent episodes, like, listening back to it. And I remember, for some reason, whatever we were talking about, maybe one of us said, like, talking shit or something, and I was like, we used to talk about shit a lot, and we haven't in a while. And I wasn't thinking that when we started this episode, but just now when I realized we talked about shit for a while, I'm like, oh, yeah, it's kind of a throwback to the old days.
At least we don't talk about dicks, what we did for, like, 12 fucking episodes straight.
Dicks and shit.
Dicks, trannies.
The trans thing always comes up because it's so crazy to me.
Yes, it is.
I mean, I don't care who you are. The idea of
I saw a meme earlier, and it was
I don't even disrespect it. I don't even have anything against it. It's just crazy.
The girl's got her hair up, and she's got her arm out, and then she's like, equal rights for women.
Yeah.
And then the other one said something about we don't need women. And the last one, it says, we are men. And it was a girl with short hair. I thought it was pretty funny. But it's like how it's changed throughout the years, in the last like 50, 60 years. And the other one is like, we are men, or something like that. It was like creepy looking. Because it did look kind of like a dude,
So we did talk about trannies in this one a little.
Well, yeah, we always talk about trannies.
We should have a tranny podcast, and we just bring on mechanic friends. Like that.
Really?
But we talk about transgenders if they don't know it till we push record.
Yeah.
That'd be a good podcast. Anyway, that's going to wrap this one up. I'm going to go. Hopefully I can make it to my house to shit.
If not, we'll have a shit story for episode 85.
Yeah. All right,
folks.
To that.
So yeah, this has been episode 84. If you liked something, if you didn't like something, go tell us about it on iTunes.
Yeah.
On any other way, leave a comment, send us a message. I don't care. Call us if you know our number. If not, I guess don't. So this has been episode 84. if you're listening to this, you are the bad vibe.